lecture, we are going to create a track in Blender and then bring it into our gazebo. This lecture is all about making you powerful of creating a mesh and then bringing it into gazebo. Okay, so I am going to press Windows button, open Blender, Control select first and then press A button and it will select all, press delete, it will delete all. Now we are going to press Shift A. You don't need to memorize it, but you can watch a little bit of YouTube tutorials on Blender. Things are going to make sense. You can just follow me and create your own paths, or you want to change the path for your self-driving car. That is the main objective of this video. You can do that then. Then go to curve, add a path. There are a lot of things. That's why I'm not teaching you about Blender. You are going to get confused. I'm going to press tab to shift it into the edit mode. You can see I'm going to just select the first point. There are a lot of points. I'm just going to select the first one, press E to extrude, and then I'm going to select the axis that I want it to move. I'm pressing the middle mouse button and moving on the axis. It is on the Y axis. If I move in the Z direction, it is moving in the upward direction that I don't want. I want the car to be on the ground. And rolling mouse button, click, and it will remove the axis thing. So I want it to go here, and then I'll select the point. Again, press the middle mouse button, and before that we have to press E as well to extrude. And here we go. Then we go here, and then we go a little bit here, and then we go back, and let's bring it back to the point where we started. So I'll press tab to take a look what happened. Is it on the XY axis? Yes, it is. If I make a little bit mistake and bring it in the Z axis, things are going to get very messy. Now there is a problem. I have to connect both of these. So let's select it and press G and move it in the green line, which is the Y axis. Not on the blue. It is going to make your track go into the Z axis. So I want it to be here, and then again G to move in the X axis. Let's zoom it and take a look. The process is same. I hold shift key and the middle mouse button to move in the XY axis. Okay, I want it to come a little bit at this point, and I think they are now connected. Things are good. We have the track here, and we are going to press S to scale this up. First we need to get out of the edit mode, press tab, select all by pressing A, S to scale it. Things are going to be a little bit hard for you. The solution is you can get this 3D model of this track in the meshes folder. It is available. But if you are curious how I created, that's why I'm showing you. Now we have a path, and we want to generate a track or a road on this path. Control A. Inside of the object mode, Control A, meshes, and then go into the plane. A plane is created, and I think with respect to this plane, the path is still small. Control Z to delete the plane. I'm going to press S to make it a little bit bigger. Now Shift A, meshes, plane, and with this plane we are going to play, and you will observe some awesome things. I have selected this plane, and this icon is pressed. We have to move toward this wrench icon, which is modify properties, because we are going to add modifiers to it. The first modifier we want to add is array, okay, which is going to multiply the presence of a plane on this path. Now coming to the point of this path, we have to add a curve to which this plane is going to be arrayed on. Okay, so curve object is NURBS path, which is this path, and the array number of elements in the array is going to be more than this. I'm going to increase, and you can see the plane is increased onto the path. That's how our track has been created. Although the track is going to be different, I'm going to be using a different track because we have to create a lot of things, and that will take a lot of time. I'm just telling you the basic process. So this is created. Let's go to the point of extracting it. I am going to press File, Export it as OBJ file, and what is going to be exported? Everything is going to be exported. It is not limited to selection only. In the meshes, and in the meshes I'm going to save the name to be track and export it. It is exported. Let's close it. We don't want to save it. Let's open up Gazebo and check what our mesh is all about. So we are going to go in Edit, Model Editor, and then Add Shapes. We are going to browse our mesh file, and here we have it, track.obj. And you know what? I'm not going to use this one. I'm going to use this choke and complete circuit that are going to be utilized in the course, so you have a better idea of how I create. The process was totally the same, so it is not going to be a big problem for you. I'm going to name it to be track, import, and I'm going to place it right here. So this is a huge track that I created after a lot of effort. Now what I'm going to do is it up? Yes, I think it is fine. I'm going to insert the second thing that I use in the course, meshes and choke. Choke is a point in Urdu to which 4 lanes are connected. So I have to place it very carefully. I think this location is fine for the second part, and things are good. Yes, we don't need to create the joint for this link because it is going to be directly under the gravity, and it is going to be pasted on the ground. We don't need it. So this is our track, and I'm going to save into where models, and the name is going to be track on which the car is going to move. Save it. So you'll see that this track is almost not apparent, but it is going to be very useful when we are utilizing in the self-driving thing. Signboard, track, and traffic stand. Let's bring this track, and oh, what is happening to the track? There is some sort of problem with the track. Let's get out of things, and let's bring a little bit up. The color to the track is almost transparent or silver. So the basic thing was you bring in your 3D mesh, you bring it into Gazebo, and you build the models. And one important thing that we have to understand, that we talked in the theory as well, in the models you can see the signboard, there is a model.config and there is a model.stf. There is a model.config and model.stf for the traffic stand. We are going to create 2 new folders, materials and meshes, in which they are going to be utilized. I will show you in the next video how we are going to add textures to these things to make them a good representation.